listen, we want peace. We want stability. We need economic stability. We need border stability. We need a candidate that can give us that. It's not going to be Gavin Newsom. Just take one quick look at California. He's a train wreck. Plus, I'd love to see the opposition research that Kimberly Guilfoyle has on Gavin Newsom. Just saying, right? She's not on your team anymore, Gavin. So there's that. And then there's, Michelle Obama. Interestingly, you didn't hear from her last night. The reality is they're going to have a consensus candidate if they decide to replace him. If they can replace him. I mean, I don't know is a guy who's going to be willing to step down. And if he does step down, he needs to actually step down now and put Kamala in. Because if he has to step down because of a lack of cognitive ability, which is exactly what it would be for, then what is that signaling to the rest of the world? Hey, if I'm China, I'm taking a harder look at Taiwan right now, right? After seeing that episode last night. So if he backs off, what happens? You put Kamala in. You think Kamala's going to be okay with not getting the opportunity to run for president? You guys are going to just ignore a black woman, put Gavin in, the white guy of all things? I don't know as that plays in Peoria, so to speak, and thus they usher in that consensus candidate. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that makes it a much more challenging race, in part because, you know what? We will not have had an opportunity to have vetted Michelle Obama in the traditional sense. And by that, in part, I mean the American public will not have had an opportunity to grow enormously sick of her, as they would in a normal campaign cycle. So this is exactly, if you're really playing a serious game of chess, how you might maneuver this. And that would be really, really bad news for America. It would be bad news because we would be much closer to becoming the socialist country that Obama would love us to be. Hello, Venezuela. They'll have nothing on us. So this is a serious time, a lot at stake. It's important you subscribe. I also want to mention, as we consider all this inflation, as we consider what might be under a Gavin Newsom, under a Michelle Obama, I can't even believe I'm saying these things. I hope that does not happen. I think that they do have to run him. They have to, right? Otherwise, you are looking at some kind of constitutional crisis. Or you get Kamala in there. Anyway, amid this whole backdrop, I think it's really important that you look out for yourself. Don't rely on Uncle Joe or Uncle Sam for that matter. Go over to 76 Research. We have a very special deal right now at 76 Research. This is the company I co-founded with my dear friend and colleague, Rob Horton. Great stock picker. Go over there. You can get a subscription right now. This is sort of my gift to you guys because you've certainly given me a lot. Thank you for that. Just $1 a month. Just $1 a month, introductory price there at 76 Research. You can also take a look at some of the model portfolios. I think the math works out to something like an additional $23 if you get one of the model portfolios with 10 to 15 stocks in each one of them, all designed to help you really sustain and grow for the future. We take this pretty seriously. This is the best, I kid you not, the best financial research I have seen on the market, and that's Wall Street and that's Main Street. So do yourself a favor as we go into the weekend and you realize the chaos that we're dealing with over there in Washington, D.C. And look out for yourself and your family. Go to 76 Research. Let us help you with our outstanding, high-quality research. Great stock names there. 76research.com. Use code DOLLAR. I can't forget that. DOLLAR. Use that code DOLLAR in order to get the $1 subscription. I mean, this is unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. You know, one of my kids said to me last night, "Mommy, do you think he knows where he is?" I'm like, no. You know what? It's just sad. What are they doing to him? What are we doing to ourselves, for goodness sakes? It's time for change. We need a good conservative in that White House that can enact good policy to help all of us succeed.